I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today for this very important moment in Jamaica. It's very important to me as the leader of 100 Suits to know that we stand with our Asian brothers and sisters and denounce violence in that community. We denounce hate and racism, classism, anything that has to do with you putting somebody else down. We stand in solidarity with you in Jamaica. 50% of the resources that was poured into 100 Suits that allowed us to do the work was by our Asian brothers and sisters. 50% of the resources was allotted to us by our Asian brothers and sisters.
In our relations, in our coalition building, in our solidarity building, especially here in Queens County, the most diverse county in the United States.
This is a great day for us, the Black African American community and our Asian Korean community. Actually, we always had something, bias problem before, but now our Korean community learn from a lot your culture.
앞으로 여러 지도자분들이 이 자메이카 퀸스에 어려운 분들이 있으면 그분들에게도 생활이 어려운 분에게 저희가 또 도울 계획을 하고 있습니다.
21세기를 맞이해서 이렇게 인종차별이라는 것이 있을 수도 없으며 이런 것을 우리가 보고 또 우리 흑인단체에서 이렇게 도와준 데 대한 감사한 마음을 이 자리를 빌려서 제가 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
Yes, COVID has had an effect on the Asian community and it has been horrible to watch. But anti-Asian crimes have gone up in the city of New York from 2019 to 2020. And in fact, in the last 5 years in the United States of America, they have increased incrementally along the way as well. So we're here in solidarity with our Asian brothers and sisters, with our African American community, to say once again, if it happens to one person, it happens to all of us. We are the borough of Queens County. We are 190 countries. We are 200 languages. We don't just live together. The fact that we have such diversity is the gift that we give the rest of the country. We give that gift willingly. We give that gift together.
Because we are all gathered here together, speaking out in one voice against racism, against hatred, and we're all saying we're not going to take it. So this is a historic place between Kevin and I. About a year ago, there was a misunderstanding between the store and the community, and I was brought in and we were able to pave the way for a stronger foundation and a relationship. And through our community building, we're here today as one community denouncing the hate.
The Korean community, the Asian community, and us are here to stand together. I remember going back to last year during the Black Lives Matter movement, how the Asian community marched in unison with us from Flushing to Jamaica. And it is now, as an ally, just as you are allies, it is our responsibility to be allies when your community is under attack. An attack on you is an attack on me. And I want to be clear, if you see anybody, and you should not be a bystander to these events. If you see our Asian brothers and sisters being attacked, you need to call out, help them, and make sure that they don't feel alone when an attack is happening. We need to make sure there's accountability for those who are perpetuating these acts. What we saw in Atlanta was domestic terrorism. Asian community was targeted. Asian American women were targeted. And we have to make sure that that individual is held accountable and that there are no loopholes that are happening there. So I'm happy to be here. We look forward to continuing our work across the borough. But today it was so important for the Black community, for the Asian community, to show solidarity, and most importantly for us to tell people to stop the nonsense.
And after what happened last year, I think it's important for us to stand together, and we're so grateful that we do have the support of the Black community. I think we need to constantly show up for each other. If we're going to get through the pandemic, if we're going to get through hate, we need to do it together. And I keep reminding folks in the Asian American community as well, a lot of the reasons why we're here is because of the civil rights movement in the 1960s, because of that, the Immigrant Act of 1965 happened, and that's how so many of our communities were able to come here and immigrate. So it's very much interconnected and tied. And I think because we all live in the borough of Queens, which is so diverse, we have to continue supporting one another.